Oh, that's my recipe for baking. Oh, I'm in a match tonight. I forgot about that. This should be fun. Playing Richard. Richard and I actually helped each other study for this match, so it should be a good match. If either of us get the questions we helped each other study for in the categories that we sent each other wrong, we just look stupid because we helped each other out. So this is very low stakes. Just two guys having fun, answering some questions. So yeah, let's get to it.
Hello, Mr. Carefree here. Excited to compete here in the TV League. I'm here taking on Joe. Joe is a good dude. I'm excited to play him. He was kind enough to give me questions on a strength of his that I wasn't clear, so I decided to be nice too, give him a strength that he wasn't too clear on. So this should be fun. I'm excited to play. I love this league, and hopefully I will take the win. But if not, no matter what, when you're facing against me, it's always Carefree. That's the way it got to be. Let's do this thing.
Hello, everybody. It's just me by myself. Everyone's away. Malcolm's, I believe he's having his own match for Inner Geek and Glory somewhere. We don't know where, but he's off doing his thing. Joe's actually competing, as you see, so it's just me by myself running this. So let's get started. You know what this is in the description. Richard Schwartz, Joe Harrison going at it TV. So let's bring them in. Both 1-1 here. We got Mr. Carefree, Richard, and his opponent, non-annoying Kaleb. Let's go with that. All right, so let's go into round number 1, which everybody knows how this works, but we'll go over it like we always do. Round number 1, 8 questions, 8 predetermined shows. Most of them are strength shows, and 2 random ones. Our competitors have 15 seconds to write said answers down on their whiteboards, pens, and papers. Once called upon, they show their answer, verbalize it. They get it right, they get a correct point. They don't get it right, well, they don't get it right. Oh, well. There's no penalty for getting it wrong, folks. But that's it for the rules for round number 1. There's no stealing. We all know that. And a reminder, both competitors, you have your 3 repeats and your challenge. So with that, are we ready, Joe?
I would like to challenge only having one challenge.
You can go to hell. Richard.
Can we phone a friend, and if so, what's your number?
You go fuck yourself. Okay, let's get started with our first question coming in Greek. Greek ran from 2007 to what year? All right, they both seem ready, so this ought to be pretty quick. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Joe, let's start with you.
2010.
Brooklyn Vail owes you a sandwich. Richard.
2011.
That is correct. Richard getting a 1-point advantage there. As we go into The Flash. The Flash. Your question, who plays Joe West?
All I can say is thank God I re-looked this up because I would not have remembered if that was the case.
Yeah, it's a lot of different strengths for this match, but we'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm kind of interested to see how I will play in round number 2, but pens down. Let's go to Richard.
Jesse L. Martin.
That is correct. And Joe.
I couldn't remember his last name, so I only put down Jesse.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, Richard going up 2 points there, but let's see if we can tie it up. We go, or at least catch it up. We go into looking for Alaska for our next question. What nickname does Miles Halter go by in the series? Looking for Alaska, an interesting little mini-series. But we'll see if our competitors have it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Richard, let's go to you first.
Pudge.
That is correct. And Joe.
Pudge. See, it's funny because I'm skinny.
Sure it is. Okay. All right, Joe getting a point, but Richard keeping that 2-point lead so far as we go into Power Rangers Wild Force. What fictitious town does this season take place in? Or fictitious town? I just got off work. I can't speak English. Power Rangers Wild Force. RIP to Ranger Force, but you know how that goes. But we'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I miss you, RJ. Why'd you have to do that? Pens down. Let's go to Joe first.
Turtle Cove.
That is correct, and Richard.
That is wrong for me. I did not have it.
Oh.
Nutsy but nutsy.
Joe catching up there as we go into our next show. Our next question from Growing Pains. Who is the Seaver's oldest child?
Show me that smile again.
Please no.
Don't waste
Please, no. No. 5,
But we're
4,
nowhere near the end.
3, 2, 1. God damn it, Richard. Pens down. Let's go to Joe.
The daughter. What's her name?
Incorrect, Richard.
It's Mike Seaver.
That is correct. It is good old Mike. All right. Our next
That was one of the
show.
questions I sent you, Joe, too.
Our next show comes in Even Stevens. What year saw the premiere of Even Stevens? Out of all these shows, I miss this one the least. I never liked Even Stevens. I thought Shia LaBeouf was so fucking annoying in this, I wanted to strangle him. Just my opinion, folks. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Richard first.
I'm wrong. I said 2003.
That is incorrect, Joe.
I'm wrong too. I put 2003.
Oh, at least Brooklyn owes only one sandwich so far in this match.
It was
2000.
Yeah, that was my initial guess. I was going to hit a repeat. But I just no.
We put the end here.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the penultimate question, or pentultimate, in our random show of South Park. In the Red Badge of Gayness, Cartman dresses up as what Civil War or Southern Civil War hero? Go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is what happens when Malcolm isn't here to balance me out with question writing. Pens down. Let's go to Joe first.
Robert E. Lee.
That is correct, and Richard.
No, I said Thor of Asgard.
Wow. Okay. Well, Joe coming within 1 point so far. Let's see if we can tie it up as we go into our last question to get us out of round number 1. In Fox Animated, what is the name of the robot friend of Fry's in Futurama? I think both of them are going to get
I'm
this
really
probably.
dumb. I thought when you meant Civil War, I thought you meant Avengers.
It's, never mind. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Please win, Joe. Pens down. Let's go to Richard first.
It's Bender.
That is correct, and Joe.
Bender Rodriguez.
There you go. Even getting the last name showing off there. All right, folks, we're coming out of round number 1 with Richard with 5 and Joe with 4. Close game, only a 1-point game. And that takes us into round number 2. And how that works is we have a lovely wheel we're going to bring up. And once we do, we will spin that shit. Whoever's ahead can decide to go first. It really depends on how they want to play it. They will spin our wheel. Each of our strength shows plus players and opponent's choice is up here. So we have Greek, Even Stevens, The Flash, Growing Pains, Power Rangers Wild Force, Looking for Alaska, and I think that's all of But we do have all of our strength shows plus players and opponent's choice. Our wheel has been primed. Richard, you are ahead by 1 point. Would you like to go first or defer to Joe?
I will go first. It's a close game.
All right. Well, we're going to spin this shit and see what it says.
This is the hardest part of round 2, deciding to go first or second.
Yeah.
And honestly, it honestly is.
Give me
And
the
it's
flash.
player's choice.
Give me the flash. Give me the flash.
All
I'm gonna
right.
go take a quick nap.
All right. Your questions in the flash. Your first one. And remember, you have multiple choice. And your opponent can steal if you get it wrong. All
Can
right.
I keep my board just to keep point track?
Yes, as long as you keep it in
Okay.
frame.
Cool.
All right. Your first question. What is the name of Iris's co-worker that Barry dates briefly in season 1?
Linda Park.
God damn. Okay. Going up strong. Your second question. What is the name of Gypsy's father?
Do you want his superhero name or his real name?
Superhero name.
The Breacher.
That is correct for 2 points. All right. What Earth does Jay Garrick come from in season 2?
Are you talking the real Jay Garrick or the one he imposes?
The one he imposes.
Okay, so you're talking about Zoom. Zoom is from Earth 2, but the Jay Garrick is from actual Earth 3. I wasn't sure which one you wanted.
Yeah. Yep. Jesus Christ. All right. Your last question. When Gypsy is looking for HR to take him back to Earth 19 to kill him, what does Cisco propose to her for HR's life?
Are you looking for a specific answer or?
We have to go 5,
Oh,
4.
I'm not positive 100. I'm going multiple choices for the
All right.
just to be sure.
Okay, your options are A, dinner, B, trial by combat, C, dance off, or you can tell this is a Malcolm one, D, sex.
All right. I'm going to use one repeat just to clarify the answer.
Okay.
For the question and choices.
Yeah. When Gypsy is looking for HR to take him back to Earth 19 to kill him, what does Cisco propose to her for HR's life? A, dinner, B, trial by combat, C, dance off, or D, sex.
Okay, so eventually it goes trial by combat, but at first it was dinner. So dinner is my answer.
We had the trial by combat, but I do believe you are right re-looking into that. So, yeah. You would be right for 1 point.
That's why I was kind of clarifying, because like I wasn't sure if you were asking for the dinner or the trial by combat.
Yeah. I mean, technically it does start off with dinner, so yes, you would be right coming out of that. All right, with that, Richard able to get himself 7 extra points, bringing him up to 12. But it's still Joe's turn, and he can still easily tie this up. So, Joe, the flash is off the board. You don't have to worry about it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Let me click on the right fucking wheel instead of the one in the other picture. Okay. Growing pains.
Send that again.
All right. Apparently nobody likes to smile here. Richard, don't start. Even Stevens.
All right, let's see how this goes.
All right. Your questions in. Even Stevens, you do have multiple choice. So, you know. All right, Joe. Your first question. What was Mr. Stevens' profession in this series?
Multiple choice.
Was he A, a politician, B, a lawyer, C, a banker, or D, a businessman?
Lawyer?
Correct for a point. All right, your second question. Who is the Stevens' extremely annoying neighbor in the series?
He didn't hear you say it again.
No, I didn't hear.
Beans.
That is correct for 2 points. Speaking of that annoying little bastard, Beans has a love of what in the series?
Bacon.
2 more points. Jesus Christ. All right. Your last question. Let's see how you do here. Who is Lewis's best friend in the series?
Can I get multiple choice, please?
Yes. Your multiple choice options are A, Twitty, B, Beans, C, Tawny, or D, Zach.
A.
That is correct. All right. Well, with that, Richard would go to 12 for 12 points. Joe is close to him with 10, so it's only a 2-point game as we go into round number 3. All right, guys, we're back for round number 3. Close game as we came out of round number 2 with Richard with 12 and Joe with 10. Very close. How round 3 works is we bring back up a second wheel that just has our strength shows. No players or opponent's choice, just our strength shows. The player behind goes first. They will spin said wheel, whatever it lands on. If they don't like the first option, they can spin again, but they must take whatever the second spin lands on. And they can choose from that show 4 questions worth 1 point apiece, 4 questions worth 2 points apiece, or 4 questions worth 3 points apiece. Being that it is a close game, you don't really have to bet the farm. You just have to bet enough points to either get you tied back up with the lead or surpass it. So with that, Joe, you are behind by 2. You will go first. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Our first spin is away. Lands on growing pains.
Spin that again.
All right. If this lands on even Stevens, I swear to God. Oh, shit. We know what he's doing.
Let's get 2 points. Actually, yeah, 2 points for this.
Okay, folks. I figured he would have gone for 3. I was kind of looking forward to that, but no, he had to let me down. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, for your 2-pointers. Your first question. What are the names of Cole's long-lost parents? Just the first names.
Richard and Millie.
You are half right. Richard and Elizabeth.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a question.
All right. We go into your next question. What Sentai series is the basis for Power Rangers Wild Force?
Gal Ranger.
That is correct for 2 points. 2 big points there to tie it up. All right. What is the name of the woman Danny crushes on that works at his old flower shop we see in the series? Need an answer in 5, 4, 3. All right, that's your first repeat. What is the name of the woman Danny crushes on that works at his old flower shop in the series? So 5.
I know it's wrong, but I'm just gonna guess it. Alyssa.
That is incorrect. It was Kendall. Kendall. Yes. All right, your last question, Joe. You still have to force Richard to go regardless. What is the first and last name of the person claiming to be Master Org at the start of the series? Let's go 5.
Yeah, I don't have it.
We were looking for Victor Adler.
I had it.
Dr. Victor Adler.
I couldn't remember his last name.
It's quite all right. Hey, we still got it to 12, so we still force Richard to go. Richard still has to go in this. All right, with that, we bring back up our wheel one more time. Richard, are you ready to spin?
I am.
All right, let's spin the wheel, see what we get.
Good game.
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right, Richard going with the Flash for
But
how many points?
I'm going to do 2. I'm not going to be the one guy to do 1 point on the Flash. I'm going to try for 2. If I somehow messes this up, it'll be a tie game regardless.
Okay. All right, are you ready for your 2-pointers in the Flash?
I am.
All right, your first question. What is the name of the artifact that Dr. Alchemy uses against the Flash?
The Philosopher's Stone.
And your winner, Mr. Carefree, Richard Schwartz. That is correct. Hitting the first one, winning it right there and then when he needed to. Close game all the way around. Richard able to just get that little bit of an extra step in round number 1 and just kept that all the way through. But both of these guys played really well. It just came down to how they would do with the knowledge, I guess. But let's hear what they have to say. Enough of me blabbering on. So let's go to interviews right now. All right, we're back. We're starting with our unfortunate loser tonight, Joe. Joe, I figured you would have done a lot better with how much you talk about Wild Force.
I think it's because Kendall, Danny is honestly my least favorite character in Wild Force. So I like the Danny centric episodes, kind of just brush them aside. And I know Kendall was the plot point of 3 of his actually all 3 of Danny centric episodes. So that didn't help me at all. I just blanked on Elizabeth's name, and Victor Adler. I just always remember him as Master Org. I never bothered to learn his human name because, I mean,
it's kind of, if you remember the flashback scenes a lot, they always, his mom is always calling him Victor. And
yep. Yeah, I was gonna. Yep, I remember. I remembered his first name because of all the flashback scenes, but I just couldn't remember the episode where he visits Dr. Adler in the hospital.
Well, there's that, the gravestones. Alyssa's the first one that tells him even about Dr. Adler.
Yep.
So.
Yeah,
I mean,
I knew Alyssa was the White Ranger, and so I was just like, I'm just gonna say Alyssa's name because it's wrong, but at least I know something about the series.
Yeah.
So
I honestly thought you were going to go with the 3-pointers and just be like, okay, we're taking the gloves off. We're going 3-pointers.
I knew if I went the 3-pointers that it was probably going to get down to very specific, what's the name of this org? And I was not ready to just be like, oh, because I know it's usually what item they're based off of and then org, but I'm just like, the only one I remember is the only one besides the Duke orgs I remember is Freezer org.
Yeah, the only ones really important were the Duke orgs and Master org, really.
Yep, and I knew with 3-pointer questions it was going to get down to it's just like, what's the name of the org who does this? And I was going to be like,
Well, I mean, it takes it down to 1 and 2, Joe, now with this loss, but we do have a tournament coming up. So after our debuting matches coming through, and of course our championship match, we will have a tournament to decide a new number 1 contender. I do believe you still have a shot for it with your records, so we'll see how that goes after our debuting matches and how that plays out. So,
all right.
I mean, we'll go from there. But
that's good.
With that, we'll go to our winner, Richard. All right, we're back with Mr. Carefree. Richard, you were able to take it. You got the win going to 2-1, giving you a good climb up the rankings there and a decent seeding for our upcoming tournament. So, but I mean, how do you feel after this win? I mean,
I'm feeling really good. The most thing I'm really happy about is that the wheel didn't screw either one of us. I mean, Joe got even Stevens, but he knows even Stevens, so I was happy for him. And then he got his strength in round 3. He just, so happened he got some tough questions in round 3, whereas I got the Flash, which I've seen that show like 6-7 times per season.
yeah.
And like I almost wanted to do the 3-pointers just for fun, but at the same time, I don't want to make myself cocky. This is a competition. Even though we're both having fun, this is a competition I need to take seriously, but I wasn't going to go the 1-pointers. I know I can get at least, if not all of the 2-pointers, what I needed.
Yeah, and not only that, for the Flash, I will admit, I haven't kept up with the Flash that much as Malcolm, who, like you, watches this religiously. And these were Malcolm's questions, so it was like, oh, okay, we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, but like I say thank Joe for it was a great game. It was a close game, and I look forward to whoever I face next.
All right, yeah, and once, like I said, once we get the debuts out of the way and get the seeding for the tournament, we will see who you will face, Richard. But I have a feeling with this win, it'll boost you up there, so you could be close to a top spot up there, Richard. All right, but with that, we'll throw it back up to, I guess, me. Me and my Power Ranger statue, so let's do that. All right, we're back, me and the White Ranger. How was that? Was that a good match? Did I do good? Did I do good, Mr. Tommy? No? Yeah, fuck you. All right, well, that is our TV match for this week, Mr. Carefree versus Joe Harrison. I hope you guys enjoyed. With that, we will be starting next month with our debuting matches. We have a bunch of them coming up. And, of course, that will lead us into the TV Throwdown Championship match, which is the unification of the titles. The TV Throwdown champion, Alec Miller, versus the newly crowned Fandom TV champion, Jacoby Bancroft. The winner of that is the undisputed United TV champion, however you want to fucking look at it. And then, of course, we will get into our tournament play, which as we get closer to that, I'll explain how that's going to be set up, how that will go. But for all of us, you saw Joe, you saw Richard, I am Tim. We'll see you next time. Have fun.